Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! What the hell? What the hell? What?
The year 2025 will not be forgotten. It will be remembered as the year the sky fell on our heads and the earth burned beneath our feet. One after another, catastrophic events have shaken the world, leaving a trail of destruction and despair. And today, once again, we are faced with a series of tragedies that seem to scream. A plane crashes in Philadelphia, flames devour Los Angeles, and a mid-air collision between a plane and a helicopter strikes terror into a community. These are not mere accidents. They are signs. Signs of a world on the brink of the abyss, of a humanity that plays with fire while the ground shakes beneath its feet. Today, the sky over Philadelphia has turned into a nightmare. A commercial airliner, carrying hundreds of lives, shattered mid-air in an explosion that echoed like apocalyptic thunder. The images are heartbreaking, burned in flames. A fire of biblical proportions swept through the city, consuming everything in its path. The flames, fueled by furious winds, seemed to have a life of their own, as if the earth itself was revolting against those who exploit and destroy it. The words of Isaiah 24:5-6 echo like a solemn warning. The land is defiled by its inhabitants, for they have transgressed the laws, changed the statutes, and broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore, the curse consumes the earth. Los Angeles, a city that symbolizes the American dream, has become hell on earth. How many more natural disasters must we face before we admit that our arrogance and negligence are leading us to ruin? And, as if that weren't enough, an aerial collision between a plane and a helicopter flying over a residential area completed the horror scenario. The collision, which resulted in a fireball that lit up the sky, was a brutal reminder that not even the most impressive technological advances can save us from our own recklessness. In Revelation 8:10-11, there is talk of a great star that falls from the sky, poisoning the waters and bringing death. Was this collision a warning? A harbinger of a future where chaos in the skies becomes the norm rather than the exception? These events are not coincidences. They are warning cries from a world that is on the brink of collapse. Biblical prophecies, long forgotten, are being fulfilled before our eyes. Wars, pestilences, natural disasters, and chaos in the heavensol of these were predicted. And yet, we continue to live as if tomorrow were guaranteed, as if our actions had no consequences. How many tragedies will we need to face before we wake up? How many lives will we need to lose before we understand that time is running out? Faced with such events, we have two choices. We can give in to fear, allowing despair to paralyze us, or we can seek hope. The hope that, even in the midst of chaos, there is a greater purpose. The hope is that if we come together, if we repent of our mistakes and seek a better way, there is still a chance for salvation. Jesus' words in Luke 21:28 give us direction. Now when these things begin to happen, look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption is drawing near. Today's events, the plane in Philadelphia, the fire in Los Angeles, the mid-air collision are not just news of one tragic day. They are a call to action. A warning that the world is changing and that we need to change too. Biblical prophecies were not written to scare us but to prepare us. And the question that remains is, are we prepared? Or will we continue to ignore the signs until it's too late?